This is why. It's going to get weirder. The intro is going to get weirder every time I do it. Hello and welcome to This Is Wine. I'm your host, Travis Hellwig. If you've never watched the show before, the whole point of the show is that I don't know anything about wine, and I'm desperate to find out because when I'm at a restaurant or at a wine store or wherever one might be asked about wine, I don't know the answers that they ask me questions about, and then I feel deeply insecure, and I think that people know that I don't have, or I wasn't raised with that much money. I always say that. I wasn't raised poor. I got it. There's going to be an expose one day. I I just wasn't raised rich, and I don't know anything about wine, and that's what this whole show is me trying to learn. I give you the bottle ahead of time on my website, so if you want to drink along with us and taste along with us, you can. I invite some friends on to do it, and that's what we're about to do. Before we begin, just want to say a few things. It costs us a couple $100 to make the show each week. If you subscribe, it helps me make some of that money back so I can break even. I like to pay my producer. Sometimes we have to pay for the wine. It goes a long way. And also, if you subscribe, you get to use emotes and you get to join our very active Discord, which I didn't anticipate being as active as it is, but everyone's talking about the wine that they're drinking, and also hacks on HBO Max and different soccer players that are hot, and the Knicks. So if you want to join the Discord, subscribe, and we'll help you join. We'll put a list in the chat or a link in the chat. Also, another way, if you want to, if you're already subscribing or you don't want to do that or don't know how to do that and you want to just help me a little bit, you can Venmo me $5, which is the saddest thing I've ever asked the general public to do. But honestly, it's worked great so far and has made it so I can pay Mark. So my Venmo's right here. I want to thank last week's tippers, which include, I am so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm going to try, Megumi, Jordan, Megan, Janie, KT, Matt, Skylar, Edna, Shannon, Christine, Melissa, Nicole, Chelsea, and Kathy. And we have a new top tipper. They broke last week's record. So I want to say thank you to Melissa, who tipped $69. I kind of don't want someone to break that tip record, but it means a lot that you did. So thank you, Melissa. Also, one last thing of housekeeping. Mark wants to host a booch tasting in 2 weeks. I really don't want him to do it, but he's insisting because it was his birthday and he always says he has a hard week. So I guess if you want to help Mark, who's having a hard week, you can tip some bits. We're looking for 69,000 bits so Mark could host a booch tasting in 2 weeks. If you want to do that, thanks for the hype train. Thanks for the subscriptions. Let's start the show, everyone. My first guest, we have incredible guests this week. I can't tell you how. I've been nervous for this one, so forgive me for that. But my first guest is one of my oldest friends. We met in high school. I would call him my best friend, and I'm going to Napa with him for the first time tomorrow. Please welcome to the show. He's a director at Saturday Night Live, which he told me not to say. Please welcome Paul Briganti, everyone. Paul, thank you for joining us.
Hey.
Paul, you look great right now. I want you to know.
You can hear me okay? You didn't grow up rich. That is true. Your house is very small, as is my house.
Yeah. And also my house burned down, which is another sad thing. Oh, I told that story last week.
You got a better house, though.
Yeah, the insurance company paid for a slightly nicer house.
So
Paul, do you drink wine?
Yeah.
Do you have a relationship to wine? Like, if you're at a store or you're at a restaurant, what do you do?
I just order and I say, you tell me. I leave it to the waiter and waitress and the people at the wine store to tell me what to do. Because I trust experts. I believe in science.
Yeah, as long as the science tells me what I politically believe, that's what I believe in.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Paul, are you a red or a white guy?
I'm more of a red guy. I like an Italian dinner with wine kind of thing.
Do your parents drink wine?
No. They've been really into seltzer, spiked seltzer. My dad drinks beer, and he at one point really liked this thing called Goldschlager, which is like liquor with gold in it. And I think we might have stolen some at one point.
We did, yeah. We used to steal our parents' liquor. My mom watches this. Mom, we would take your liquor.
Yeah, more my parents, but But yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I like wine, though. I like wine.
All right, cool. Good to know. Let's bring on our next guest.
Great.
She is genuinely one of the funniest people I know. Also one of the kindest. And also, my new favorite thing about her is that she knows John Cena. So please welcome to the show, Nicole Byer.
I do know John Cena.
Do you know if John Cena drinks wine?
I don't know officially, but I feel like he drinks wine.
Hell
I
yeah.
feel like he does.
Hell yeah.
He's a man of the world.
I would listen to John Cena's theme song driving around. Like, just truly would put on his entrance music and drive around.
You can't see me? That thing?
Yeah, this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know he has like a full-blown rap album that went platinum,
Yeah.
Wow.
which is wild to me. But I was like, yeah, he's a man of the world. Of course he's got a rap album.
Well, I'm sorry to talk about your work and coworkers. Nicole, do you like wine? Do you drink wine?
Okay, I do like wine. I like one specific wine. It's called Joel Gott Sauvignon Blanc. I could drink 2 bottles and not be hungover the next day. So,
Wow.
Do you like, if you're home alone, will you drink wine?
yeah, my roommate recently moved out, so I've just been alone drinking wine and
Hell yeah.
talking to my dog.
That's nice. You have one of the prettiest houses I've ever seen. I've seen lots of photos, and it's quite cool.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. You know, I just love wallpaper. I'm trying to be very tacky, but also like not tacky. I don't know.
I think it's tacky on purpose, which is good.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then we're going to bring on our last guest. This man has been on many television shows. I also know that he drinks a lot of wine and used to host a show called Vino Diesel, where he did basically this, but he was dressed as Vin Diesel. So please welcome to the show, Adam Pally, everyone.
Thank you for having me.
Adam, so you're a wine guy, right?
Well, I mean, it never sounds good to be labeled a wine guy because, like, I feel like you say that to someone, it's like, well, no, I read Rob Report every month. I'm like big. I get Rob Report. I'm big into cigar aficionado. I like to fly business. You know, like, so yeah, I guess I'm a wine guy.
Okay, that's cool. I don't think you need to be. See, the thing that I've learned during the show is that everyone who comes on, all the experts are like, we need to demystify wine. And I don't agree. I want to learn about wine and then remystify it so no one else knows about it.
Yeah, wine. Yeah, I mean, there's a wine called like White Girl Rosé. Like, what else is how more demystifying do we need to get? Let's pull that curtain back up.
All right, so I want to get right into it. Something that we've been doing recently is that I've been making us smell the wine without the expert coming on because I don't want to be influenced by their expertise. So if you have your glass and your bottle, oh, look at this shit I got.
That's nice.
Wow.
Do you want to show?
Oh yeah, smart. So this is a Rouclair GSM, which is a blend of 3 things I don't know from Washington State, Columbia Valley.
Yeah, Grenache, Soraya, and Mulberberder.
Perfect.
All right. So I've had this in this thing. I bought this on eBay from a friend, actually. He could have just sold it to me directly, but he sold it to me on eBay. Does anybody smell anything? And it's okay to not know because when it's red, I say red fruit, and when it's white, I say citrus. Thank you for the sub, Amy.
I mean, it smells like wine.
Mm-hmm. Grapes.
Yeah.
Well, it does smell like, more. It's more aromatic than a lot of reds. Like, I feel like sometimes you'll open up a red and it will just smell like what you said, like red wine. This one does feel a little bit like a grape. Like you can smell sort of like a fruit in it.
I was going to say raspberry or blackberry because those are red fruits, and I feel like I'll be okay if I say those.
Mm-hmm. Now it's 56% Grenache, 25% Merver. So I don't know if that affects, Nicole, how you were feeling about the blend.
I don't really drink red wine because once I drank 2 bottles of my dad's red wine, and then passed out face down and then puked. And then I woke up and I didn't have my contacts in, and I was like, "What is this mush?" And it was puke. So I don't really drink it.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know
it's
if it was
definitely.
It was maybe the 2 bottles and not the red wine.
Maybe.
Might have been your mouth.
Ooh, I guess I smell blackberries.
Yeah, thank you.
Like this would go great. Like all red wine makes me crave pasta, and I feel like this would go great with like a butternut squash ravioli with like a black.
You
with
are
like
a wine guy. You
Crave
tried to hide that you're a wine guy,
ravioli?
but
No, you know what I mean. Like when you get like one of those, like when you go when you're ordering pasta and like everybody else around the table gets the signatures. Like someone's like, "Oh, I'll get the cacio e pepe," and then it comes to you, it's like, "Well, fuck." Like everybody else got the, and so you're like, you know what? I'll have the brown butternut squash a ravioli. You know what I mean? And everyone's like, wow, look at this guy, Rockefeller over here. But like this wine does remind me of like what I would like to drink with a sweet pasta, if that makes sense. I feel like the sommelier is gonna come on and be like, this one's for fish. But like that's what I am. That's what I am feeling.
Paul, do you smell anything? And you also, I do want everyone to know that when Paul agreed to do the show, he said to me, "I don't want to talk a lot." So just know that we're getting into it, knowing that he doesn't want to speak. Paul, what do you smell?
Setting my terms early. I don't know. It smells spicy to me. I don't know. Is that weird?
Spicy.
Like a pepper or something? Is it supposed to be that way?
One of us is going to be wrong. I hope it's not me. So let's bring on our Sam. She is the Sam I've been most excited for a while. She has a huge Instagram following. I don't know if this is what she'd call herself, but she's a wine influencer. I've seen other people refer to her as that. So she can correct me if I'm wrong. Please welcome Sam Capaldi. Sam, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I would go with a wine influencer, talk about wine, try to get people to drink it. So hell yeah.
Tell us about yourself, what you do, and then why'd you pick this wine, and where we can find you on the internet also, because I think people will want to know that.
Yeah, well, I don't have a cool backstory on what got me into wine. I graduated college and just hated my first job at Yelp and just didn't want to die working 9 to 5, calling 300 random people. And I was just thinking there's more to life than this, especially since, I didn't know what I wanted to do my entire life. I wasn't good at anything. I have no talents whatsoever. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do in the real world? I'm not very talented. So I was like, all right, at work one day when I should be actually doing cold calls, and found a culinary school. Don't know anything about food. I like to drink wine. I like to eat. Took out my savings, moved to San Jose, and did a 4-month intensified sommelier training program. Left my now husband Nick, said bye, gonna go live with 2 guys for 3 months in this tiny apartment. And I came back a somm, and then just started working in Phoenix, where I'm at today, bussing tables, from the ground up. Because I'm like, just because I have a certification doesn't mean that I'm gonna go be a somm somewhere. That's not how it works, especially when you're a 22-year-old. So I did a lot. I'm 28 now. So basically I've done everything there is really in the industry. And it took me until maybe 2 years ago to go full time doing my own in-person and virtual private wine tastings and consulting. So I wish it was glamorous and it happened overnight, but all you guys who work so fucking hard, that it's not all beautiful on social media, that there's a lot of hard work that goes behind it. But now my goal is just to make wine fun and approachable. And I'll try not to say you guys are all right with your tasting notes that you gave, but I'm pretty easy-going with it. So I'm not going to lie. No one is wrong in my opinion, but I will help you.
That's disappointing.
No one has to be wrong.
Who's closest to right?
Who's the dumbest?
All right, I'll help the closest to right person. I'll say who that is, but I do want to say we all have different sense of smells and different palates.
She's too nice.
Right, but who is closest to right?
Honestly, I forgot what you all said. I know Nicole said blackberry. Yep. You said
I said raspberry.
You said a pairing with butternut squash, Adam.
Yes, I did.
That's what it sounds like.
I
Right.
wasn't too crazy about yours. Paul said like smoky, or did you say peppery? Or
I said
something?
whichever one is right.
I mean, any red wine, you guys, fun fact, any red wine, you could get away with saying it's smoky and it smells like fruit, you're good. So that's like
Cool.
the basic wine trick when you go to Napa.
Right. Right. But you wouldn't pair this with a butternut squash ravioli.
I mean, I can't say I wouldn't. I've never tried it. I wouldn't knock it till I try it. You
Okay,
tell me.
all right.
You try it
Fair
tomorrow.
enough.
Make some
Fair
butternut
enough.
squash ravioli and shove it in my face.
Oh, that's absolutely don't know.
Save that. Save
no,
that
I
for
will
your,
not do that. No, I'm
your
not
two
gonna do
friends
that.
at Sam School. So tell us about this wine. Tell us why you picked this wine, and then let's put it in our mouths.
Yeah, let's go. So the first thing I want to say is drink your wine, guys. I want to see all of you guys drinking. I tell that to all my tasting clients. If you're not drinking, I'm going to feel awkward. Paul, there you go. I know you don't want to talk, so just drink. So I want us all to just enjoy the wine, and I'll talk about it, the boring part, the fun part, all of that. But Roux Clair, I'm probably not saying it right. It's a French term for basically like a clear path. You know, so this is a winery based in Columbia Valley, Washington, which you guys already know, and Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre. So those are the three grapes, GSM blend coming out of the Rhone Valley, which is like the most iconic, beautiful place in France for our three grape varietals that I just said. So basically, when we look at the color and the brightness of the wine, that's the first thing I have everyone look at. As you guys are drinking, of course, look at it. Hopefully you did a good pour like this. Everyone hold up their wine. Okay. Nicole, your glass doesn't have like, is it clear? Is it yellow?
It's yellow. Is that
Okay.
bad?
No, it's not bad, but don't feel bad if you're
Hopefully.
seeing a different color than us, okay? Because if you have a tinted glass, it might make it look a little different.
It's like an amber goblet.
Yeah, I'm a tacky woman. I've got goblets.
I've done
Nicole,
tasting
that
with
glass-
solo cups.
That glass either cost 50 cents or $500, and I don't know which one.
It was,
Nicole,
I think, maybe $2.
Nicole, is the bug from Jurassic Park frozen in the bottom of that amber glass?
I just watched Jurassic Park, so I get that joke.
I don't get it. Travis, it reminds me of the pepper shaker that she wants in Hacks. That looks
Hacks
like
on HBO Max out
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Wow, that was impressive. That was super impressive.
Afterwards, we're going to go around and say our favorite episode of Hacks, but let's what were we supposed to see in the color?
All right, guys. So we look at the color, the brightness. So when we're really doing like a blind tasting, people will go as far as saying it's brilliant, it's star bright. I think that's so dramatic. Like if you think a wine is brilliant, like, okay, it's the most beautiful wine you've ever seen. That's fine. Like go for it. But usually that's maybe like a really beautiful sparkling wine, like a champagne, a bubbly. When we're looking at a red wine like this, it's not going to be the brightest wine ever, right? So if it looks a little dull, a little dark, what I like to do is look over the top of the glass if you have a good hefty pour and see if you could see the bottom. I can't see the bottom of my glass, like the stem, the base. Anyone else, right?
No.
So that means it's pretty heavy. We could think of like the body, the viscosity. I think of it like milk. Skim milk is really watery, right? 2% gets a little thicker. Whole milk is full fat. That goes into my food and wine pairings too. And what do you guys think of the color? As long as no one tells me like yellow, we're on the right path. So what do we think of the color if you had to guess?
It's like purple,
What color it is?
Yeah, what color is the wine?
Like
purple, red.
burgundy.
Red?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a trick question.
It's like blood red.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I feel like I'm gonna say red, and everyone's gonna be like, "You idiot!"
Butternut squash, I bet.
Yeah.
So wine people have these things called tasting grids to help guide them and give them like actual like colors to choose from off the grid, they say. So like the bloody whatever, that would be like dark ruby red going on purple. Do we all agree it's not like super orangey, super light?
Mhm.
As
Correct,
a red
yeah.
wine gets older, it actually does get lighter. I don't know if any of you guys probably have gone to really amazing restaurants and maybe have gotten treated to a nice bottle of wine. It probably was an older vintage and it looks lighter. So that's something that happens.
We go to Sunset Tower every night. All 5 of us meet up at the Sunset Tower, and
Would you like to hear some of the more ridiculous tables that we've been at?
Can I come? Do I get to come to the next?
You are always welcome, Sam. Sorry, keep going.
No, you guys are fine. That's something I tell my clients during tastings is it's supposed to be interactive. So stop me at any time. I'd rather you guys shout out your stuff and I go with it. And then, back and forth, I'd rather do that. But I'll keep talking about the wine. So if you look at the vintage, it says 2017. Is anyone's not 2017?
I got 2017.
Yeah. That's like 4 years old. I have to use my fingers. That's like 4 years old. So that's not that old. Yeah. So I would say the wine usually getting like 2015, 14, you start to see that like orangey brown hue go on. I know I said to decant it and or let it breathe for 30 minutes. I didn't even do that. And I'm so lazy. But what that's going to do is help it kind of like marinate. I know that's a weird way to describe it. Like a piece of meat, fish, you're kind of letting all the aromas, flavors kind of gather up and be, a little bit calmer. So when you pour a wine into your glass, like how Adam, you just poured it in, it might just smell more like alcohol when really like that's not the whole wine, not to call you out on it. But when we were talking earlier and you just poured it. Yeah. So a lot of times people think that the wine's like burning their nose.
I honestly I hate to do this, but I don't know what I did different than anybody else.
You did
I get it, but everybody I saw pretty much everybody just kind of poured the wine in the glass.
I feel like you've been waiting to be
you did it wrong. And
you've been waiting to be called out this whole time. You're just looking to be called out.
Did I? Well, because I was thinking should I pour it in the glass?
Yeah, you asked that. I do.
And then because I didn't know, should I just let it go all over the desk and the computer and everything? But I was I'll put it in the glass. So I actually thought I was in the right. I'm shocked to hear that that's not where the wine goes.
You did it wrong. You did it wrong. That's fine.
It's supposed to be like those nachos.
Wrong. I'll remember that moving forward. Okay.
Okay.
So now give it a little swirl, guys. So when Travis was having you smell the wine, I always kind of think it's funny when people nonstop swirl their wine. I'm like, we get it. You've been to a wine tasting. You know how to swirl wine. They do it to aerate it, bring the aromas up, the oxygen, all of that. But I would be lying if I said I did this at home when I'm just drinking wine on the couch watching TV. Or if I'm at a winery, I'm just there to get drunk. But when we're doing tastings and I'm teaching people wine etiquette so that when you guys go to Napa, Paul and Travis, you won't be in the dark. You'll know why people are doing that and you'll feel a little bit more involved in the wine industry process. So hopefully we did smell stuff. Like you said, the blackberry, Nicole, I think. Yeah. So as long as we smell something, that's awesome. And I'll be a little bit more
COVID.
Not, you have COVID.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've had people tell me it smells like straight up manure. It smells like shit. I've gotten so many, words.
And
just
when they drink it,
what's
I go, it tastes like shit. Go.
Sometimes they still drink it. Yeah. Even if it's, and I don't want to say Rue Clear, whatever does. But I do like to point out, I'm not the winemaker on this tasting. So whatever you say is not going to hurt my feelings. Let's point that out right now. And that's why I love what I do is I don't work for a winery. So I'm not trying to hype up any set wine. I would rather you guys be honest with me and tell me what you like or don't like. So then I could recommend 1,000 other wines for you. I'm fine being with my friends by the pool, drinking barefoot, okay, during 100 degree Phoenix weather. But if you try to bring me the $200 bottle of, Barolo in the Phoenix heat, I might hate it, even though it's a really good wine. So I'm all about the time and the place. I know, Nicole, you're talking about the Savi B, the Joel got. Yeah, that's a porch pounder to me. Those are wines that I want to just drink with a straw by the pool. No one is sharing with me. This is mine. When I go to my friends' houses, we all know 2 bottles a girl. There's no sharing. These are our wines. And then people think that's insane, but it's just how we hang out, So back to the wine. Let's take a sip, guys. I want us to take a sip, and this time I want you to swish it around your mouth. So this is like the true test if you really hate a wine, is you're like swishing it and feeling it everywhere. I remember this guy in wine school that I sat next to would like make all these gurgling, like aerating sounds, like aggressively, like nonstop. And then he would like smell the wine so like aggressively too. I'm like, do you need a room like with your wine? You know, like, so there's like a lot of like, you know, that end of the spectrum. I try not to make it like that. So for anyone
what is that called? What is that called when you breathe, you like smell and breathe really hard? We did that the first show.
When you smell and breathe really hard into
like
the wine.
You put it in your mouth and then you go like
the mouthing, the
yeah.
They're aerating it. So you know how like we're allowed to buy those like
I didn't write that. Mark wrote that and then sorry.
No, go.
It looked like I said this and I didn't. Mark said
Chew him out. Chew Mark out right now.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Look, Mark he means well, but he's a piece of shit to work.
What did you say?
It's fair. Oh
wow,
shit.
Travis just disappeared.
He pulled me off, that motherfucker. This is why you can't trust Mark. All right. So retronasal breathing is the thing that I wanted to know.
And I give like so much respect to those people who are that into it, that want to, you know, like make out with their wine and stuff, but I just want to drink it. So when I do my tastings, it like my Instagram, not to like market myself, but Samantha Sommelier, like I just want to teach like you guys, like wine enthusiasts, you know, not anyone that's going to like grill me on their Napa Valley wine cellar of like 1993 Margaux, because I don't have that in my Phoenix apartment. So I like to keep it just.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Okay, so like I've like kept wine for a super long time and then it goes bad. So like how do people keep wine for a super long time? They're like, this is from 1912 and it's delicious. Like how do you do that?
So basically you need like a wine cellar. Nicole, you need some place that's below 70 degrees. You live in LA or New York?
I live in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, so LA is a little bit more like happy kind of climate all throughout the year. There's not like super drastic, you know, weather changes. But even, you know, for me in Phoenix, like if my apartment goes from 75 to 78 to 80 to 72, wine doesn't like that. So people that are like aging wine and have like their collections, they typically pay like a storage facility, or they have like a basement, a wine cellar, you know, they have a bunch of wine fridges. So that's why I don't choose to age wine, just because I don't have the right environment for it. Does it make certain wines better? Hell yeah. But if you're not doing it right, then it's like you could have just drank it. And I'm like, life's short, drink the damn wine, you know? Like,
What about a wine fridge?
I love wine fridges. I have a couple. That is like what keeps like my wine that I do kind of want to save for that rainy day. Okay. And then everything else is just kind of like sitting out on wine racks, which isn't great. But yes, wine fridges would be the great alternative for sure.
Two questions. One, someone said they're from Phoenix and wanted to know where they could buy this wine in Phoenix. And then the other question is...
Host our bachelorette. Oh my God. Yeah. Shoot me an email. Anyways.
No, so someone wanted to know, no, I won't talk about Ellen anymore because I was drunk last time and I signed an NDA. So I hope Ellen doesn't go back and watch that stuff. And then
number one, that you're number one for who she's coming after.
Yeah, for sure. I know too much.
What'd you say about her?
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's rehash.
You'll tell me later then, because now
I will tell you later. I'll get drunk. Yeah, I'll get drunk.
I heard Ellen's cool.
Me too. Yeah.
I heard you.
Is that not true?
So my second question I was going to ask is I got a book that was like forget what it's called, but it's by Jean-Benet Ramsey or something. And he said it's Jean-Benet, but I always say Jean-Benet.
Someone just asked, are there wine microwaves? I don't even know what that means.
Oh no, I get that logic. Because there's wine fridges, so would there be wine microwaves?
Oh, okay, now I get it. See, I didn't even put that together. I'm like, where did microwaves come from?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think there are, right, for the wines that you want to serve hot?
Hot, yeah.
Probably, like mulled wine.
Like a hot wine?
Sure.
Like a warm wine?
That works good. Sorry, Travis.
But no, so this book, he said that if you don't have a storage facility or a wine fridge that you could put all wines in your fridge and then just take it out like an hour before you drink it. Is that right?
Yeah, that's like literally words coming out of my mouth. That's what I tell everyone who doesn't have a wine fridge. Just pop it in your kitchen fridge, because your kitchen fridge is like 40, 45 degrees normally. So that's as cold as you would want a white wine, rosé, bubbly. So definitely that's perfect. Red wine, that's preference, up to you if you want to chill it or not. I like red wine chilled personally. Like room temp is kind of like in Phoenix, not that appetizing. So I keep my wine fridge at like 60, 55, 65. So you could always just use your kitchen fridge and do the 30 minutes, hour, whatever, how long you want to chill.
I like my wine room temp, but it has to be from the room.
Okay. Which room? The one you're in?
No, the movie, The Room.
The room.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Or Room. Either The Room or Room.
Or room. Either one. But it has to be from there.
Yeah. So what are we supposed to be tasting? So are we supposed to be having... here's what I'll say about this wine, and I think I know what this means now, because this is our 10th show, and I'm learning something. This doesn't feel that acidic of a wine. Is that correct?
Yeah, so Travis is pulling out the palate card. So acid is like salivating, tart. Like you take a sip, like Nicole, the Sauv Blanc that you like that's acidic. You know, it's like tart. You're getting like the citrus fruit, all of that. Yeah.
It's like summer.
Exactly. So acid definitely is that salivating. I don't get a lot of acid either. I don't think this is very tart. However, GSMs, Grenache Syrah Mourvedres, can be, because they're meant for food. You know, any wine that has acid and or tannins, it's not that it's like aggressive. It just means it's a food wine. So think of like old world areas, Italy, Spain, and France. If you guys have ever been them or tried wines from Europe, they're very food oriented. Like you go there, you're eating cheese and meats with your wine. In Napa, you guys will know, like, unless you're treated like celebrities, which you are, you'll get like lucky if you're free breadsticks. Like you just don't get anything for free there to like make the wine experience better. You have to pay for like a $50 cheese board. In Europe, you know, it doesn't matter who you are, like you're able to have that food and wine experience, which is kind of the beauty of wine, right? That's why when they were like 10 years old, they were not only drinking wine, but eating the right pairings and kind of learning why which goes with what wine. So acid is salivating. Tannins, does anyone know what tannins are?
Yes. It's from not the seeds, the skin. Yeah. And it makes your mouth, I'm slowly learning. It makes your mouth not salivate, but dry. And it's like harsh. God, I'm learning so much, and I sound so smart.
You got it, yeah. So like if we drink tea, like, you know, tea bags, after a cup of tea, you don't feel hydrated. You feel like you're even more thirsty. It's basically tannins are in tea bags. They're in grapes. They're especially in wine grapes. So the skins of the wine grape. So that's the feeling of drying your whole mouth out, making it feel gritty. So when I was trying to learn what people were telling me, what did they say?
I don't know. You tell me, amazing gamer. How small? These look like tiny little chicken fingers to me. They're long but slender, baby. I'm fine.
I don't even understand what that comment meant.
Well, I think he's concerned. I think the comment, just to get into the comment, I think that what Amazing Gamer was saying was that he was concerned for his mother.
Okay.
Because her fingers kept swelling.
Oh.
She might have an underlying condition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I think. It could be some sort of. It could be some sort of salt disorder as well. You know,
like
thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, a filthy lad. That's very nice. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, like not to get off track, but like my mom has lupus, for example, and like she can't have like certain red wines that have, you know, too much tannins or whatnot. It's not the sulfites or whatever. There are some wines that do cause that swelling, but I'm actually someone who could drink anything and swell up. So it depends on your body. If you want to get really into that, you probably need like what are they called? Like those hormone people that like kind of dissect you and see what you can eat. And
Speaking of lupus, it's time.
Mark, we were just talking about hormone people. You're going to fucking interrupt us?
Yeah, that's the perfect time for me to jump in here and make a little game happen, everybody. How's it going? here's
Mark.
what we're gonna do. Hi, Paul. It's good to see you, my friend. We're gonna be playing a game of how much does this Etsy shit, this wine shit cost? Okay, Etsy edition.
Oh, Etsy edition. Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna take the banner down so we can see Nicole. Sorry about that, Nicole.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay.
So here's
Let
how
us
we
in. Let
play.
us into your process. Let us into your process, Mark.
Yeah, okay, so I just click a lot of things and then they happen on the screen. Moving along. It's like a TriCaster. Okay, moving along. I'm going to show you a
Did
wine-themed
you
item for
choose
sale.
Comic Sans because you like Comic Sans?
I want you to look at me, a man wearing an apron that says it's wine o'clock somewhere, and I want you to answer that in your own head, you know?
Okay,
This is
you
for you.
love Comic Sans.
Everybody who wants to know, go to my website. You'll learn more. So I'm going to show you a wine-themed item.
Don't
for
promote
sale on
yourself.
Etsy.com.
I pay you. You can't promote yourself
I
on here.
can do what I want. I can do what I want, Travis. I have all the power here.
Oh my
Welcome
God.
to my game, everybody.
I do have to say, Mark, it's really nice of you to be broadcasting from the room where the idea for Uber came from. 'Cause you're running
I
a
was
startup.
hoping-
That's like a startup over there, right?
Yeah.
It is. I was really hoping you were going
How
to
many
make a
dudes
sick-
you got? How
I
many
was-
dudes you got living in there working on one desk?
I have 17 dudes living in my office down
Just
here.
a bunch
I was
of
really hoping you were
chunky-
setting up for a callback to your sick room joke that nobody laughed at.
Oh! Here's what I'll say, Mark. I want everyone.
It's
You
so
all
sad,
need
Mark.
to
it
know.
It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you.
Mark is on the Echo Park Neighborhood Council. He's an elected official. Mark is a legitimate elected official, and this is how he spends
That's
his
true.
fucking time. Keep
That's
going,
true.
Mark.
This is how I make rent. And by the way, everybody, we're only 3.9 thousand bits away from an episode of Amuse Booch where it's all fun and none of this drama. Okay,
Keep
but
playing
anyway,
the game.
here's how it goes. Each contestant guesses a price. Closest without going over wins. It's Price is Right rules. The audience will be playing well as well. 2 points for getting the correct answer. 1 point if the audience guesses your answer. And wow, here we go. And the winner gets a magnificent prize. Are we ready? Does everybody understand?
What's the
Not
prize?
at all. Not at all.
I don't
I can't tell you the prize. Here, this is the practice round for those of you who haven't played before. This is the unofficial mascot for This Is Wine. This is a true item that's for sale on Etsy.com, and it's a self-filleting zebra. This novel zebra figurine, wine bottle rack, decorative resin, wildlife goblet, glass hanger, barware ornament is safer, neater, strong, elegant, stylish, and exceptionally smooth designer look that are sourced from sustainable resources. Okay, so Nicole,
someone handmade this zebra sucking its own dick wine holder. I want everyone to know.
What you're joking about? I love it. I would, if I came across this, I would buy it.
Wait, it's inflatable because it kind of looks like porcelain.
No, it's
I know.
ceramic, right?
it's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
ceramic.
Okay.
You thought that was inflatable?
So now the way that we would play in the practice round is like, Adam, how much do you think somebody paid for this? Would pay for this?
God, I don't know. I would say like $29.99.
Okay, and Nicole, how much do you think somebody would pay for this?
I like it. So I'm going to say $125.
Okay, and then Paul, how much would you say somebody would pay for
I'd
this?
say like $70.
And Sam, how much do you think somebody would pay for this?
Probably like 50.
Right, and so then all of those guesses we would give to the audience, but since we've already done this this item before, I will just tell you the answer is $120.45.
Oh,
Nicole was right.
Wow.
Nicole was right there.
I like weird shit that's expensive.
What's
And I
the
just-
Could I ask-
mouth?
How much, like, in reference to that price, like, Mark, how much did you spend for your short sleeve button down shirt?
$119.45.
Yeah, I'd
and
rather, I'd rather have the zebra sucking its own dick.
Oh man, Here it comes. Okay, well, I just also want to say,
Guys,
thank
Mark
you,
had a bad
everybody.
week. Mark had a bad week.
I had
It's
a
fine.
really bad week, Adam. So it's cool that you made that
what
comment.
happened?
It's fine.
Let's
No,
talk
it's funny.
about it.
No, it's fine. But my week just got so much better because I'm having my Amuse Booch stream. Everybody, thank you for everybody who donated. That means I get the first show in July. Travis doesn't even get to be a part of it. Thanks, everybody. It's gonna be all the fun of This Is Wine, none of the drama.
Also,
Okay.
Mark, make sure
Congrats.
you get another bottle of wine. So hopefully that makes your week better too.
Wait, I'm gonna get another bottle of wine?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark, why was your week bad? Did someone break up with you? Did a pet die? Did you lose your keys? Did your car get totaled? Did you trip and fall? Did you
Were they all sold out at the cast sale of the wardrobe from Modern Family?
No, actually, I do all of my shopping at the Good Joke store. So here we go.
watching you wind
Sorry.
up, I was like, he better find this.
Jesus.
He better fucking
I
find
had something. I had
You know what? I
something.
feel bad about everything I've said now.
Keep
Like,
going,
the last,
Mark.
like, 20 I
Keep
feel
going.
horrible.
Here we go.
Keep
So
going,
the first
Mark.
question for tonight, okay? And Adam, you get to go first, okay? I'm gonna put you first. So here's our first item. This is nothing says unstable empty nester than this charming item right here. This is Girl and Cat, a repurposed wine bottle incense burner from Just Dots, who has a perfect 5-star rating. Adam, how much do you think this costs?
So this is an incense. This is a wine bottle, but burns in like. What do you do? What does it do? What I don't know.
You light
I'm
the
confused.
incense and you put it in the bottle, and there's a hole on the other side of the bottle.
Oh, there is a hole on the other side of the.
There
bottle.
is. I did have to look into this.
Oh, I'm gonna say $54.99.
Okay, $54.99. Paul.
It seems like this person has a following because there's like a drawing on it that looks part of something else. So I'll say more than that, like $70. I did that last time
$70.
too.
Okay, $70, Paul. To you, Sam.
I look at it and I feel like they do the owner and the cat's like drawing on the bottle. So if they could mimic me and my cat Sebastian, I would pay like $200 to $300 for that. Like, I think that's so cool.
Wow.
Keep-
Okay.
Keep in mind, it's not a wine bottle. It's an incense burner.
But still,
Shaped
like,
like a wine bottle with a cat and girl.
Is that a
What, so-
Banksy?
It's a lot
So are you
going
saying
on.
are you saying 200?
no,
Two-
sorry, that's what I would pay for it. No, I think it's if it's not customized, if they don't do customized owner and cat on it, like in the 30 to 50 range. Is that too much of a range? Because that's what I'm going with.
Yeah. No. Give us an exact number here.
Okay. Just
Please,
because
Mark.
the other one was like so up there and I didn't know it was, I'm gonna go with like $59.99.
$59.99, cutting right into Adam's territory. Nicole.
Wait, what did Adam say?
Really? $54.99.
We're moving on.
yeah.
Keep
I
going.
honestly,
Keep
Adam,
going.
I don't think it's gonna be that. That's a little too like distinct.
You only guessed 59.
Hmm?
You're only $5 away.
I just don't think it's before. But go ahead.
I like how mean this episode's gotten. Nicole, go ahead.
Okay. I think I'm going to say 32.
32 from Nicole and Travis.
You know, I was gonna go where Nicole is, so I'm gonna go $1, Mark.
$1. Okay, audience. Seigi, can we get a poll here for the audience to vote on which one you think is right?
So as everyone's voting, do we think that they draw a different person and cat on each bottle, or is it just that one screen
what I
printed?
I think it's
This
that
is-
one screen printed.
This is
I would
one.
hope though it was the other thing, but I agree with you, Nicole. I don't think that they do the custom.
This is
Pretty
one
custom.
item, and it might be the only one that exists.
It's a 101.
Oh.
But wait, that changes everything then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes it more expensive.
It might change. It might
Oh my
change
God,
everything.
is it like
Oh,
$1,000?
Does that mean it is, or you just said it might be, or it is?
I think it might be. I don't remember. Do we have an audience poll set up here?
It's okay if not. We can keep going because
Someone
there's more
said
people than normal.
Someone said it's that one girl and one cat. So I don't know. I don't.
Oh no, it's okay. It's
But
David.
someone said it's different person.
Is it a famous girl and a famous cat?
Yeah, might be.
Okay, well we're gonna move on without the audience vote this time because it's taking too long. So here we go. Are you ready for it? It costs $50. Exactly right on the money. Okay, so that means that both
Nicole
Adam
won.
and Nicole were wrong. Or not sorry, Sam were wrong. Nicole wins this one. Nicole, you get a point.
Hell yeah! Oh, I love winning.
Again, I hate to do this, but Sam,
No, you were gonna say this.
you didn't believe it was 54.
I know.
I was willing to die on the hill of 59.
What shit on Etsy is like 54? It's always like this, like the even amount where it's like 99. Like
54.
I get it. I get it.
Okay, well now Nicole is in a
Anyway, Adam
commanding
was wrong.
lead with 2 points. Nicole, are you ready for this next one?
Hell yeah, dude. Show it to me.
Okay, here we go. You know, here's a question for the guys out here, okay? Gentlemen, are you tired of carrying your wine around in a bag or a box that you get from the wine store like some kind of peasant? Would you rather have this leather wine tote, bottle carrier, personalized wine bag, personalized gift for her
Oh my
Father's
God.
Day gift, saving
Look at how
grace?
many sales.
Yeah.
I
A
know,
time resistance
that's a
bag
lot.
is not an accessory of the season, but a companion for life. Its skin is an empty canvas that will get scarred throughout the years, and that's what makes it truly beautiful and unique. The marks from your life and experiences that tell your personal story. This is from Time Resistance with 13,142 sales and a perfect 5-star rating. Nicole, what do you think?
Okay, this is tough because I feel like this is like a stock photo of something. Like, I don't think they did a photo shoot. But, okay, I'm going to say... oh boy, I think it was... I'm going to say $82.
$82 from Nicole. Paul.
I'm gonna say 40.
40 to Paul. Okay. Let's go for it, Sam.
I feel like they would price this high. Like it has like what style chain is that? It looks fancy, but it just looks like it would be high quality. The way that the buttons are down the whole thingy, the satchel. I don't know, like at least 100. 94.99.
94.99 to you, Adam.
That was for Adam.
I mean, I think 94.99 is ridiculous. I look at that and I
Is that
don't
a
see-
full number?
I don't see how anybody in their right mind could look at that and say 94.99. It's insane to me because that's clearly not worth $94.99.
I'm gonna get it for my dad for Father's Day.
What it is worth is $99.
We knew it was coming. We loved it. All right, Trav, and you're last here.
Okay, I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, and I know that the type of people who buy shit like this also wear like leather bracers on their hands, and that always costs more than you think it does. So I'm gonna say 121.
Okay.
121. Okay, let's get a poll up in the chat. In the meantime, who feels good about their answers here?
I feel really bad.
Yeah,
I don't-
Yeah, I feel bad too. I think I should have gone higher.
I think
I'm
it
just glad
might end up
I-
being over. It's gonna be over $200.
I said 40. That's like
Probably.
really low.
I'm glad I didn't say 94.
Travis, you are the audience favorite by far right now. There's still some time left to vote.
Thank
we can
you,
make
guys.
these polls a little bit shorter, y'all. But
Just
yeah,
like
Hey,
cheaper.
Travis, I have a question. When you play
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, what is your person?
So I'm in 3 games, Nicole. So thank you for asking. My most recent character I've been playing is a half-elf sorcerer who comes from rich parents who thought he was popular in high school, but he was just rich, and everyone makes fun of him, and so he's desperate to have friends. So that's my character. Here are my dice. I have them in my desk
Wait,
right
are you
here.
a dungeon master?
No, I'm not smart enough. Here's
Okay,
my
here we
character
go.
sheet.
are you ready, Travis, for the answer? It is 111.35.
Wait, do I win again?
That means that Nicole
Oh, no.
or Adam wins because Adam had the 99.99.
Wow.
Adam wins, but Travis gets the audience vote here.
Off subject, Travis, do you play World of Warcraft? Wow.
I have. I don't anymore, but I have. Sam, does that change how you feel about me?
No, it doesn't. That's all my husband plays, so I was just wondering.
Cool.
Travis,
He sounds hot.
What's the meanest thing Ellen's ever said to you? To your face.
About me? To
No,
my
to
face,
you.
nothing.
To you.
The meanest thing she's ever said to me? You're fired.
She does it personally.
No, she didn't personally fire.
No, her executive producer
Portia
who
did
had
that.
to.
Portia.
Yeah.
She had Portia.
Was it the one who stayed, or did they get to the one?
The one who fired me was the one who had to resign. That's
Well,
true.
there you go. There you go.
Mark,
Is
where'd
that
you go?
Andy? Is
I'm
that
back.
Andy?
No,
I was just letting you
Andy's still
chat.
there.
Okay, here we go.
Andy's
Next
great.
next
Andy's
question.
great.
So Travis doesn't
Is
have
Andy
to
good? Is Andy
keep
good?
violating his NDA.
Yeah.
So now Adam and
Of the
Nicole
three
are
of
the
them, yeah.
commanding lead.
NDA before you got hired?
You have to sign so many NDAs before you get hired.
That's
But
crazy.
hey,
Honestly,
SNL doesn't do that, and I feel like
it was all worth it, baby. It was all worth it.
Yeah.
Hey, Gene.
flag.
Hey, Gene, here you go.
that's nice. If I ever
That's
got an
really
Emmy,
great.
I would put it in my bathroom.
Yeah. If I ever got an Emmy, I would leave it like outside my apartment. Like, just be like, I don't even care about it at all.
not next to a
It's
video.
in a common
camera.
space.
To be fair, it's a daytime Emmy. They don't really count.
It looks
They
the same.
do
though.
count. But truly, put it in your bathroom because everyone goes to the bathroom and then everyone will see it.
That's true. That's true. I once went
Or-
into a bathroom that had a fucking Picasso in it. That's very real, and it was
Who's-
very.
Yeah.
It was too
What-
That's
much.
where you
who
put
was
all
that?
your expensive stuff. All my best wallpaper's in my bathroom.
There you go. Okay, item 3. Hey, Adam, I got a question for you. Are you tired of your friends calling you a nerd because you like wine? Well, you don't have to anymore.
I'm sorry,
Look
what?
at
What's
this. Look at this shit right here. When you get this fucking hot ass piece, no one's gonna be calling you a nerd anymore. This is finally something that both your stuffy book club partners and your tatted up Harley brothers will both agree on. Here we go. It's a unique flame skull sculpture, wine bottle holder, decorative poly resin cranium, kitchenware gift and craft ornament accessories. The compact build are designed to maximize storage space, prevent the rolling of wine bottles, and make it easy to place on a countertop. What do you think, Adam? How much did Solano price this item at?
$149.99.
$149.99. Okay, Nicole.
$150.
Whoa! That
Wow.
is violence. Nicole has chosen violence.
I have been nothing but nice to everybody on this panel. Tags.
Travis, you are next, my friend.
151.
151. The onslaught continues. Paul.
I think like $1. I guess I'll say $1. That's the thing. Oh no, wait, I'm the last. I'll say 100.
100. And then finally to you, Sam. What are you thinking?
On a personal note, it's just like so not practical. It's so big and it just has one bottle of wine on it. But
Oh, the size is what's turning you off to it?
yeah, like I just have
The design is
I have so
okay.
many.
I like the plant.
The design is sick as hell, Adam.
I like the
Fuck yeah.
tower of leather-bound books.
I would be like shocked if this was more than 100. So like 69.99.
Yeah, hell yeah.
$69.99.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I will say
audience.
there's a way to look at this photo where, hold on, bring the photo back up, where the thing behind it is a garage door and it is
I
massive.
really thought that.
There's huge books and a garage door.
Is it
and that's
bamboo? I
it.
thought it was bamboo.
Oh, so it's not as big as it looks, you're saying?
I'm saying that it might be massive. I'm saying it could be
Yeah, 'cause
10
the
feet
book-
long.
The
You know
books
how
are-
when you're walking around and you see like a giant wine bottle like in the sky, and you're like, oh, look at that wine bottle the size of a skyscraper. and then like that. I think that's what Travis is saying.
Yeah, you were talking about Banksy earlier, and I went to that weird carnival he did in New York, and this is basically what it was. Bullshit like this. And then bumper cars hitting each other.
War is bad. War is bad.
Yeah, Ronald McDonald like holding a gun, and then it's like, you're a billionaire.
Fast food is murder, Banksy.
Mark, did we vamp for long enough?
Yeah, I mean, basically, Sam took away the audience vote here. Are you ready to hear what the actual price is? It's $130.98. Wow, which means that Paul takes it there. Paul with his guess of $100.
This last one's for double points.
Last one's for double points. Paul gets 2 points, and
Wait,
Sam gets
you
1
said
point.
there's a prize at the end of it, but it's just us, not the audience, that would win it?
That's correct.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, the audience doesn't win anything other than the great times we have along the way.
Yeah, the only thing they win is the ability to Venmo me $5.
Okay, here we go. Here it is.
Travis.
Travis?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we? You said we were going to talk about Israel. When are we going to talk about Israel?
So Ellen is very mean, and I'll tell you anything you want to know about Ellen.
Here we go.
When you go to Israel, you have to sign an NDA when you enter Israel.
Here's a question for you, Paul. Do we have any art collectors in the house? Because you're going to want to pull out your wallets for this little number here. I said your name because you're first up.
Oh, okay.
That's also Adam. Adam thought I was razzing him last time, but it was literally just because he was first up. So I just want to make it clear: the Raz war on my end has ended. All I had queued up was the Room comment. I have nothing else. I am a Mets fan. Nothing to say there.
Wait, you had that Room comment queued up?
Yeah, I had my Room comment queued up, and I really fumbled the delivery there too.
You should have. I think you should have queued up the where you bought your clothes joke a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean,
He had a bad week.
Yeah,
everybody.
it's a tough week.
What happened? What happened to
What
me?
happened?
Well, no, I actually want to take a moment here. I got a great shirt on. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking, Adam. Listen, Adam. I know
Mark,
you're not the Adam who
this.
ruins everything.
No,
Then
Mark,
let's
I
see
don't
what-
want to get into this because this is not going to end in your favor.
Dude, okay, fine, go for it. Tell me.
Oh,
Tell me
no.
what you like about my shirt.
No, I love it. I
Mark.
love it. I don't want you to open it up to the public.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that's dangerous.
Protecting you.
I think we. Mark.
Yeah.
Mark. I think you're doing a great job.
I'm genuinely
No.
curious where you got it. Like, genuinely wanted. Where'd you buy it?
I literally got this at Bloomingdale's. I believe it's a Bonobos shirt.
Oh.
Bonobos.
Yeah.
Or Bonobos.
Bonobos.
Oy vey is mir.
Mark, how much does this cost?
Adam was gonna make some kind of comment no matter what I said or what I
That's
did.
not true. No. I think Bonobos is great. I think it's dope that you're a substitute music
What?
teacher.
Bonobos.
Oh, bonobos.
Do they make ladies' clothes? The bonobos?
It's,
It's awesome. Bonobos. Close for assistance.
There's so many ways to say
Bonobos.
Wow.
bonobos.
I want everyone to know at home that at the beginning of the show, Mark gives everyone permission to be mean to him. It's the thing that
That's
happens.
true. I
before
do
the
that. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on. So Paul,
Following
what
orders.
is this guy right here from Cork Art World? 3D sculpture, cork sculpture, 3D head, 3D art, cork art, modern art, cork design loft design, polygonal sculpture, creative art, wine design. It's called Silent. It'll surprise everyone without exception, since it is original, non-standard, and most importantly, from ecological materials. Cork Art World has 5 sales, 5 stars. Paul, what do you think it is?
This person seems like a freak. This is weird. Weird wording. It sounds like late night ramblings or something. I think they would price it high. Is it just one? Sorry, I'm asking so many questions. Or it's 3 of them or just one?
Okay, so this, I will clarify, this is an original piece. There's one piece. It's unique.
Okay. I'm going to say $500.
500 for Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. Nicole.
It's like art stuff, right?
It's
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say 827 jewelers.
827. Wow. Okay. Adam?
Art like this is usually created under the influence of cocaine, and
Yeah.
cocaine is extremely expensive. So I'm gonna say $2,000.
Wow. He's jacking it up to 2K. All right.
Oh my God.
Trav.
Yeah.
Fuck. This is hard. I just want to say that this is original and non-standard. I like the phrasing of non-standard.
Yeah.
So much cocaine surrounding this whole.
This
Yeah.
is not your dad's sculpture of a face made with wine corks.
I have a feeling there was a lot of cocaine at Samantha's Somm school as well, but we don't have to get into that. I will say, $100 because I feel like we're going too high at this point.
Wow.
$100.
No.
Paul, what did you say? Do you remind me?
I said 500.
You said 500. Okay, I wrote 100 for some reason. Okay, and then finally, Sam, what are you thinking?
Well, there's only 5 sales and it's 5 stars, so I feel like it could be very overpriced, but people liked it. 9. Wait, no. 1,099. 1,099.
Wow.
1,000.
That is ridiculous. That makes zero sense. Can I just say that?
She was playing the game.
There is
Wow.
no way. Look at that thing. There is no way that costs $19.99.
Also,
You would
I
have to
didn't-
be.
I didn't
You would have
know
to be
how
blind. You'd have to be blind to think that costs nine. Look at that thing. It's just corks. You'd have
Wait,
to be.
Adam,
You'd
I
have
have
to
a
be hit.
question.
Have you ever been hit by a truck and lived? I mean, look at that thing.
Adam, I have a question.
That thing costs $2,000, not a penny more.
I do want you picked $1 below Adam, which means it's impossible for you to win.
I haven't a random question. Has anyone seen the shoes that are really dirty and they're hundreds of dollars? Has anyone seen those before? I don't know the brand. Nicole, do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I also didn't know the brand. They're just like basic sneakers that are filthy.
But there's so much money, and it's like why?
Golden Goose.
Yeah.
Golden Goose. Yeah, I
Do
believe
you
so.
have them, Adam?
I have several pairs.
Oh yeah.
Is that true?
No, my God, no. I have style.
I had never heard of them.
No, Golden Goose is like that. You know that Golden Goose is that brand that you see.
Yeah.
That
Do you
like
think
Ellen
Ellen definitely has Golden Goose?
He's got like 40
Okay, well
pairs.
now,
Right to hit
It
on
looks
people
like-
that have them. I just don't understand them.
unfortunately, it looks like the audience vote isn't working again this time, so that's totally cool. Oh no, it just started. Never mind. That's
Oh.
what I was waiting for. Sorry, y'all.
This is
Think about a truck, Adam. Hit
So
by a
wait.
What?
truck?
I have I ever been hit by a truck?
That's what you said. Did you get hit
Yeah.
by? Oh wow.
No, I just like know
You didn't
people
get
who
hit by a
I know people who have been hit by trucks and lived, and then they're always a little like
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not the same.
That's a universal experience we all have. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
hit by the Mercury Mountaineer.
Did you really?
It wasn't going super fast, and I refused to get out of the way of my friend, and he hit me, and it really hurt.
Yeah, it hurts me to get hit by a car. I got backed into by a Focus.
That's not that
Nicole.
big. That's not that big though.
Things
I'd
are
rather
neck
focus.
and neck right now between Nicole
It's
and
well,
Travis.
it's well made though. Sorry.
Okay, Nicole and Travis, you both get points for the audience voting for you.
Ooh.
Let's just remember what everybody said. Adam said 2,000. Paul said 500. Sam said 1999.
That's
Nicole said
ridiculous.
827. Travis said 100. The correct price, 25,000.
Not to interrupt, but I said 1,000. Didn't I say 1,099 or something?
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. You're right.
you said
I mean,
1,099.
that's
You
for,
said
like,
1,000.
all of us undershot it. Okay, so we
$25,000.
if anyone will Venmo me $25,000, I'll buy this.
I want to read those 5-star reviews, like what they have to say. Those reviews of that.
At first, when I first spent the money, I was like,
Yeah.
is this too much? But then, when it showed up, I was like, oh no, you've spent the right amount. I'd spend double.
Congratulations, Adam, on your win here. As a wonderful victory prize, you get to promote anything you'd like and talk about the wine. Here, go for it. The stage is now yours.
Oh, I'd like to promote Hacks on HBO Go, HBO Mark, HBO Dan, HBO whatever it is. Go watch Hacks. It's awesome. And the wine is I really liked it. It's really good. I wish I had food with it, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Like it's a wine that's begging for some sort of, I don't know, butternut squash ravioli or something. I can't really I don't know what is the right pairing, but it's begging for something, you know.
Excellent.
You want to know what the
Congratulations,
pairing
Adam.
is? It's Cheez-Its, like just a box of Cheez-Its, Doritos, Goldfish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not eating like filet mignon and ravioli every day. I'm like, okay, what is my wine gonna taste like with what I have in my pantry? And usually I think of like my savory, cheesy chips with like my bigger, red wines. With my white wines, my Sauvignon B, Pinot Grigio, rosés. I have like my sour cream and onion chips. I have like my salt and vinegar, the little salty chips and stuff. But as far as this one goes, going back to if you need food with it, I like that you agreed though that you like it, but it would taste better with food.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
A specific pairing question? Like what goes if you had to what goes good with like an empty stomach and 20 milligrams of Prozac and 20 milligrams of Lipitor? And a baby aspirin.
Yeah,
what's like the best?
I also take Prozac.
So what am I looking at here? Like,
guys, I just weaned off my Lexapro 2 days ago, and I'm not doing great.
Yeah,
my whole pandemic. My whole pandemic was a slow transition.
My mental health.
Yeah, no, but is there a wine that goes good with Prozac?
I wish. Trust me, I wish. Anytime
all of them, right?
Anytime I drink wine and I'm like on one of my medications, I'm like, yeah, that's not great. But I would say, in all seriousness, lower alcohol. So when you are drinking, whether it's a white, red, rosé, whatever, kind of look at that percentage on the bottle, see what you're getting into, pick your poison. Naturally, white wines, rosés, bubblies are a little bit lighter in alcohol. Like I've had a Vino Verde and a Prosecco at like 8%. And I'm like, you give that to like a baby. Like it's just so low in alcohol. When you get, I don't have children, so sorry. And then as you get like above 13% going on 14, that's a little bit higher. So I think, Nicole, you just looked at it. It's, oh my God, it's 15.5. No wonder I'm like drunk right now. What's
the highest percentage you can have in wine?
That's a good question. Typically, usually 15.5 is like high. When you get into like dessert wines, like sauternes, port, ice wine, those are going to be like late harvest, naturally are going to be like upwards of like 20%, right? So with red wine in the US and New World areas, they could go as high as 16. I worked for a winery in Old Town Scottsdale in Phoenix where it was 16% alcohol and it tasted like fruit juice. And I would like give it to people like as gifts and they would be like, Sam, why did you kill me? Like, why would you do that to me? And I was like, I thought it was a nice wine. So they really can get that high, but typically 14.5 that's high. Like that is overall pretty high. So the fact that this one's 15.5 is pretty high.
So Margot has used bits, which are a thing on Twitch, to propose that we toast to mental health care, to SSRIs, to going to therapy and psychiatrists. Hey, we all do it. I love my Lexapro. I'm trying to go off of it. And let's just say, I wish I wasn't trying to go off of it.
I went from I took the last year and a half to go from Lexapro to Prozac in like a swing, kind of like a and I can only say good things, but it's different for everybody, you know.
Okay, well, Lexapro made me fat.
Wellbutrin because it wanted me to quit smoking, and I wanted to continue smoking.
Cheers. So now we've reached a point in the show that's very important, and it's a moment where I'm going to ask all of you a question, and it has to do with the Roucleur GSM from Columbia Valley. And I'll start with you, Nicole.
Okay.
You're home alone in your beautiful tacky apartment that you've chosen to be tacky. But yeah. I genuinely love your I call it an apartment, your beautiful home. And you have to choose between drinking a glass of this wine or a Miller High Life. However, I know that you might feel pressure to choose the wine because Samantha so nicely, or Sam, I'm sorry for saying Samantha. I don't know how you go by.
I like both of them.
That was fucked up. That was really fucked up, Travis.
I should have kept to Israel.
Here we go. So I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay, let's. So, in order to influence you in the opposite direction, I want to bring on a friend of mine. So please welcome to the show the personification of Miller High Life, everyone.
Do 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 da do da do da do da do. Well, you done me. I felt it. I try to be you, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Fuck. Before the
oh man,
gonna stop me.
Oh god, that was horrible.
What's up, my little moon doggies? It's me. Look how buff this Goofy is, baby. Look. What's up? It's me, Miller High Life. Do you know what Miller High Life is?
What?
Miller High Life is finding the lighter in the back pocket of your Dockers. You know what Miller High Life
Nothing.
is?
You
know what Miller High Life is?
What?
When the hottest girl on your birthright trip hooks up with the IDF soldier. By the way, we should talk about Israel.
Thank you.
Adam,
I know that Yoni.
Yoni,
you wanted to talk about it.
Pull me off the stream.
I actually do want to hear, Yoni. You had a whole thing about your family.
Well, wait. You know what Miller High Life? Wait, 1 second. You know what Miller High Life is? When you're hanging out with your buds. You know what Miller High Life is? When you're sensitive. Look, this is everyone's favorite, 5 minutes of a Twitch show bit.
Mouth hurts.
You know what Miller High Life is? I am going to chug either this bigger bottle of Palm from last time or everyone's favorite flavor of Gatorade, green apple.
Well, before you do that, do the thing that you were telling me before where you pretend the palm is Gaza.
Adam, by the way, represent. But look, I mean, we shouldn't get into it, but it's a complicated issue. But just because it's complicated doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about it.
Everyone's got to tell them. Let's all go around and say where we stand.
Okay.
This is not Miller High Life. Miller High Life.
Without going over, what percentage of Gaza do you think belongs to Israel?
Look, all right, vote.
I want you to chug the palm. I want you to chug the palm. I vote for palm. I vote for palm. If you vote for palm, raise your hand. If you vote for green apple Gatorade, raise your hand. Okay, so I also want to point out that you buy a new hat for each time you're on, and I feel like I'm going to have to start paying you too. So please Venmo me.
Also, those are definitely personal collection white Oakleys.
Well, I have an idea. Should I wear like a New York like sports team hat and then like put
you have
glasses
them,
on
yeah.
and just have be like another Jewish looking white comedian just like
Jewish looking.
Paul's not Jewish. Paul's not Jewish. He just is married a Jew.
Paul is not Jewish. He's got a vowel at the end of his name.
But Paul's Jewish. Paul is Jewish by proxy.
Okay, we're going to go back to Nicole now. Nicole, having seen that beautiful PowerPoint presentation, would you vote when you're home alone watching Hacks on HBO Max, the full season out now, incredible show, would you choose to drink a Miller High Life or a glass of Rookler GSM?
Well, I am in the middle of the second to last episode of Hacks, now streaming on HBO Max, and season 2. Hit a bitch up. Anywho, I think I'm gonna go with a Miller High Life. It's fun.
Okay.
You, me, and the Ling twins are hanging out.
Oh, this is literally perfect.
You have to find the shirts that he has that say artist on them. Paul, you've successfully not spoken that much. Would you choose a glass of this wine or Miller High Life? And keep in mind, we're going to ask Sam for help in Napa, so choose her wine so she keeps helping us.
Okay. Well, I'm watching Hacks. Just visualizing it. Also, by the way, they should be so lucky that you've been promoting it on this show, because I think you are the source of the success for that show.
Thank you. And I want, for the amount that I talk about the show, my wife has watched maybe 10 minutes of my show, so it's a very equal relationship.
Yeah. Also, I'll watch Fear Street, the Netflix movies.
Oh, yeah.
If I can steal.
Well, I would ask you to promote something at the end of the show, but go ahead,
Okay,
Paul.
yeah,
What are you
yeah,
going to
yeah.
have a glass of?
Right, I watch this show. Yeah. I would say the wine for sure. If I'm watching Hacks, I want a wine vibe. I don't want a beer vibe. I love this wine. It's great. It's the best wine I've ever had. Help me out, please.
Adam, would you like to drink Al Gore kissing?
This is a fun house. It's devolved to a fun house.
I'd rather. Well, if I guess the High Life is Miller High Life gonna have to chug the palm? I want to see which one gets him to chug the palm.
You tell us, High Life. You gonna chug the palm?
You want me to chug the palm?
Yeah, and then we'll decide what we're choosing.
Okay, I'll chug the palm. Let's go with this.
Sam, is this what you thought the show would be like?
Everything I thought it would be like. Someone at the beginning was like, poor Sam. She didn't know what she was getting into. Don't pour me. This is like the best night of my life. Like,
this is what Sunset Tower is like every night. Yoni, go ahead.
All right. Here's the palm, the wine of pomegranates.
Boy, oh boy.
Last time he did this, he straight up had to puke.
Oh, God. Yoni,
what do you think of Diet Prada?
Mom, is it good?
Why is this part of it?
Yeah, why did this happen,
Also,
Trevor?
I want you guys to know that this is
a bottle of wine instead of a.
Oh, no. Oh, it's coming up.
Oh, boy.
I didn't ask him to do this. This is fully his choice.
This is like Howard Stern, late 90s.
Pain.
It's
Travis,
literally
take out a laser pointer and pick his body apart.
What is palm?
Palm?
It's like pomegranate?
You drank
Whoa.
so much of that.
Oh God, you were gonna
Finish
shit.
it.
It's a
Be-
You're gonna
secret.
You have
shit
to
for a
finish
year.
Straight up.
Finish it.
Straight up, who believes in aliens, UAPs, and UFOs? Let me know in the comments below. Shoo-la-doo.
Stuttering John, get in here.
I want to just say while you're doing this that I now do believe in UFOs because of the government report. All right, well, you did that for no reason. Adam, what do you choose?
What was
Oh, he did it. That was
I'm
good.
not.
Boy, oh
Oh,
boy,
God.
oh
I'm
boy.
not sure. I'm not
great.
sure what that question was.
Do you choose Miller High Life or Ruckler GSM? You're watching, you're streaming at home alone. You're alone.
I'm
That's
watching
important.
Gene. I'm watching Gene give an Emmy-winning performance. I'm gonna go with the Rue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sam, you recommended this wine. Do you choose the wine or the Miller High Life?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've had the Miller High Life. I've had Miller Light. I've had that.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Champagne of beers.
like literally, I've had Miller Light. Like, oh my god, my body weight in it in a day. So I love it. I think it's so good. It's a porch pounder. But if I'm watching
There's
Hacks,
that term again.
I like it, of course.
Are you?
Can't escape that term no matter how bad I want
Adam
to.
and Nicole, I hope that you support me and buy my porch pounder shirts after this.
Yes, everyone go buy Porch Pounder
Okay.
merch, please.
Yeah, I'll do it.
We're gonna. I want to know the
Great.
what's the website where we could buy Porch Pounder merch?
It's called Flavor Gallery FLA.
I thought it was gonna be much easier to remember than that.
I want to go back to Hacks though. Their favorite episode, and mine was the last one, the one
The
where
finale.
she got crossfaded with her, and they were both like bonding. Like that was like, except for when her little date jumped out the window, but everything
Don't
else.
ruin it for people who haven't watched. That's such a good part.
I'm the worst with that. I'm sorry. I ruin every show and movie. I know. But
No,
that was like the best episode.
It wasn't specific enough. We don't know what's happening. Shout out to Spike Ball. I'm gonna say I think I would choose the Rue as well. If
After
only
you made him
because
drink the pomegranate, the entire bottle of pomegranate juice.
again didn't ask him to offer that.
Remember
This
when
is not
Angelina
something-
Jolie kissed her brother?
Also, the root clear is higher alcohol, so you could have more of that going on than
Yeah.
High Life. That's just
All right. Well, we've reached the point of the show where I think Yoni's got a puke. Miller High Life.
He just came on the show.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and he has to puke more than any of us. Miller High Life, do you have to promote anything?
Yes, I do, ba do. One second. I wanted to do 1 second.
Is that a real soul patch? Did you shave that for this, or is that Sharpie?
looks real.
Oh boy. Oh
Okay.
boy.
I dig my toes into the sand. The ocean
Incubus,
looks
little
like
incubus.
1,000 diamonds.
To a blanket.
Yeah, I lean against the wind.
Yes.
Pretend that I'm weightless in this moment because I am happy. Happy. I wish you were here.
It's good.
Okay, thank you.
That's actually the Incubus album most people know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome.
To answer your question, Yoni, yes, we are all drunk, but we sobered up when it became tense between Adam and Mark. Adam, is there anything you need to promote?
Hacks.
Nicole, is there anything you need to promote?
Hacks, but also I'm doing shows in Cleveland, June 17th through the 19th, Irvine, California, the 25th to the 27th, and then Tacoma, the 1st through the 3rd of the month after this one, July.
Where do we go to buy tickets?
Mm.
Doesn't matter. Just Google it.
The
Just
link on
Google
my
it.
Instagram leads you to my website. No, it's not on my website. It's the link on my Instagram. Oh boy.
All right.
Wait, Travis,
Yeah.
can I promote a show?
Yeah. Go ahead.
HBO presents Kathy's Axe.
What?
Axe.
Don't do it.
No,
Oh,
Adam,
I
help me out
see.
here. Axe.
No.
Yes.
You get
Yoni,
it.
that's very funny. It's very specific to me. I love Kathy.
Axe.
No, I know it. I know what you're doing, but it's almost offensively. It's like
Offensive, like the Jewish settlement.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm glad you brought that back up because I do think.
Paul, what are you promoting? Do you want to promote anything? Fear Street. You wanted to promote Fear Street.
Fear Street on Netflix.
Digital shorts.
Digital shorts. Fear Street on Netflix. Ellen, Doug Ebersol, or what's his name?
Doug Ebersol.
Dick Ebersol, the NBC Sports
Dick Ebersol.
Dick Ebersol, who took over for a 4-year period.
Robert Downey Jr.
I would really like to promote Gene Dumanian. I hope that.
Everyone can follow Finesse Mitchell on Instagram. Sam, what do you want to promote? I know that you have a bunch of cool social channels that I've been following for a while.
Not much. Just if you want to book a fun wine tasting with me, I wish all of these guys can be on it with us, but it'll just be me. So hopefully that's fine. But SamanthaSommelier.com. My Instagram, Samantha Sommelier. And I just want you guys to love wine. Keep it real. You'll see a lot of my puppy. Oh, can I show you my puppy?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I'll show my dog. Hey, Clyde.
Those are puppies.
So I'll bring our
Clyde.
animals.
Oh my god, he still has his like harness on. I'm such a bad mom.
Axe.
Whoa, the dog's wearing
Wow.
Aww.
Come on.
Wow. Is that a puggle?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
That's a pity. That's a pity right there.
He's a rescue.
He's got
Yeah, that's
Michael
a pity.
Keaton's eyebrows.
He does have eyebrows. Look at that. Oh man, there's my fave.
Wow.
Wait, how did everybody get a dog all of a sudden? Travis,
we
did you
live in
ship
the
a
same-
dog also?
Yeah, I want to thank Wine Splurge for sending me this dog.
We all got our dogs.
Wait, this is cute as hell. This is definitely Miller High Life.
This is Clyde.
This is much better than anything else.
Wait,
I'm-
Nick.
Nice. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Travis, you should do a wine show for dogs.
Oh yeah, I don't grapes kill dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like Survivor. It's like Survivor.
God, not that I'm a dog, but yes.
Yeah, I don't want to kill my dog, Adam.
No, other dogs.
Oh yeah, I would love to kill. I'm like Corella Deville. Yeah.
It's very hot right now.
I want to promote Corella on Disney Plus. It's $30 to watch a movie that makes you sympathize for a person who wants to kill 101 dogs to make a coat.
That's not what the movie is.
The $30.
The movie's not about that.
I think that's a bit of a
Yeah, the movie.
Okay.
It's about consumerism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Passion.
Shout out to Emily Stone. And I also want to. I do want to promote one thing. I have a new podcast that the trailer launched today with Rosamund Pike. I should really figure out how to pronounce it.
This wine smells like a little bit of Rosamund.
I'm getting Rosamund Pike.
That's good. I actually do want to
Travis.
promote. I actually do want to promote. I have a movie coming out this week. It's me and Adele Dazeem.
And the wickedly
Bono-
talented Miller High Life.
That's the wicked.
Costumes by Bonobos.
Mark,
Bonobo.
anything you want to promote like Bonobos?
I'm gonna go ahead and promote the second episode of Amuse Booch, the first Thursday in September, right here on this channel. Thank you,
September?
everybody. Did I say September? I'm drunk.
July is when it is.
Yeah, I'll put that on my calendar.
Adam, I really hope you don't.
It's
Yeah.
premiering this month.
Go ahead.
It's premiering
Yeah.
month now.
I will clear my schedule.
Premiering every day and every month that exists before and after.
If you want to subscribe to this show, you'll get access to the Discord where we answer a lot. We talk about wine, and Ilya from last week's show is a member. Anyone that wants to come on should come and hang out with us. Thank you so much for watching. We have a great show next week with Darcy Carden from The Good Place and Paul Downs and Lucia and Yellow, two of the creators of Hacks. We couldn't get the third, but I hope one day. Thank you also for watching. Thank you to Paul. Thank you to Adam. Thank you to Yoni. Thank you to Nicole. And most of all, thank you to Samantha for leading this and for sending us the wine. Everyone, please go follow Samantha. She's the best. Please watch This Is Wine every Thursday, 6 p.m. right here. I love you all. God bless. And I hope for peace in the Middle East, baby.
Me too.
This was not